Retro Sports Network. This is a live special presentation, and I can't remember how to do my own. Let's start this again. This is a special live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And tonight, the 1949 All-Star Game. Live from Ebbets Field. It's the American League versus the National League. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Let me get my ducks in a row here. Why, hi there. My name is Ron Jucker. Welcome to the program. And I think we got ourselves a dandy for you. We got the American League. We got the National League. We're at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York. And oh boy, this is a pretty star-studded lineup. How many Hall of Famers? 1, 2, 3 for the American League starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the National League. So 9 Hall of Famers starting on a beautiful day in Brooklyn. 75 degrees, the wind blowing at 17 from left to right. And so we should be in for a treat. Bob Lemon gets a start for the American League. Sheldon Jones for the National League. Shall we? And we certainly will in a moment. As soon as that's what I did wrong the last time. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the American League. Jerry Pretty at second base will lead off from the St. Louis Browns. Johnny Groth in center field for the Detroit Tigers. The splendid splitter, Ted Williams, in left field. Tommy Henrich, who will play first base the rest of the way for the first place New York Yankees, but he's in right field tonight hitting cleanup. Jack Graham from the St. Louis Browns. They're not a great team, but they have 2 starters in the All-Star game. You'll see why when he comes up. George Kell at third base for the Detroit Tigers. Aaron Robinson, the catcher, batting 7th from the Detroit Tigers. Eddie Yost, the shortstop from the Washington Senators, their lone starter. He gets in the game at short. And Bob Lemon is on the mound from the Cleveland Indians. Sheldon Jones is 8-6 on the year with a 1.215 ERA and a 3.62 mark. He is 27 years old. Yep, the Midsummer Classic as we start another real season tomorrow. He's 27 years old from the New York Giants. A fastball pitcher at 85. And a standard pitcher. Now, we'll go 9 batters for the starters, and then you will help me pull people and such. So we have 28 on each team. Defensively for the National League, Ralph Kiner, a 6 and a 5 in left. Duke Snyder, a 9 and an 8 in center. Stan Musial is a 9 and a 7 in right. Bob Elliott is an 8 at third. He's from the Boston Braves. Pee Wee Reese is a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson is an 8 at second. And Gil Hodges is a 9 at first. And behind the plate, another Brooklyn Dodger, Roy Campanella, a 9 and a 6. So it's Pretty, Groth, and Williams. Henrik, Graham, and Kell. Robinson, Yost, and Bob Lemon. And Pretty at 340, 10 homers, and 47 RBI. Sheldon Jones winds and deals, and this All-Star game starts with a fly ball to right. Musial's there, 1 out. And then it'll bring up Johnny Groth. Johnny at 343, 11 homers, and 50 RBI. He only has 100 more at-bats on the year. But this is not as played as we do for the regular season. These are the people who excelled in the replay so far. Pitch to Groth is a ground ball to Reese. Over to Hodges for the out, 2 away. Here's Ted Williams. No surprise. Oh, Gardner. Oh, Davey. Here's Williams at 338. 21 homers and 81 RBI. Remember, everyone's played about 77 games so far. July 12th, by the way, the date of this game. 2 out. Jones delivers, and there's a ground ball to Robinson on the grass, over to first for the out, and that will retire the side. Thanks, Gardner. Thanks for the advice. You'd play the infield back for him. That'll do it. Half an inning in the books. The American Leagues do nothing. Here comes the National League. And leading off for the National League, one Pee Wee Reese. There's going to be a pretty common theme among all these. Going to be a lot of Dodgers in the lineup. Bob Elliott at third will bat second for the National League from the Boston Braves. Ralph Kiner, who hit 31 home runs in our first half, will play left field. He's from the Pittsburgh Pirates and hit third. Jackie Robinson, the first African-American All-Star, chasing 400, will clean up at second base. Stan the Man Musial in right will bat fifth. Duke Snyder will hit sixth for Brooklyn or the National League in center field. Roy Campanella will bat seventh. He's the catcher. We told you there'd be a lot of Dodgers. Gil Hodges gets the call at first. He'll bat eighth, and if that just shows you how deep this team is, that's pretty amazing. And Sheldon Available Jones is on the hill, batting ninth. So Lemon on the mound. He's 12-3 on the replay with a 2.59 ERA, 118 innings, 80 hits, 7 home runs. He's walked 49 and struck out 54. He's 28 years old. An excellent hitter, by the way. A fastball pitcher at 87. And a flyball pitcher. And here's how the American League will line up defensively. Ted Williams is average. He's a 5 and a 5 in left. Johnny Groth a 7 and a 7 in center. And Tommy Henrik is a 3 and a 5 in right. George Kell from the Detroit Tigers a 6 at third. Eddie Yost is a 9 at short. Jerry Pretty from the St. Louis Browns. Imagine that, they have 2 starters in this game. He's at 8 at second. Jack Graham, who would go play in the Pacific Coast League at 1950-ish, is a 5 at first. And Aaron Robinson is a 6 and a 6 behind the plate with Bob Lemon on the mound. Pee Wee at 323. 8 homers, and 57 RBI. And Pee Wee strikes out. Bob got him on an 0-2 fastball inside on the black. 1 out. For Bob Elliott. It does not give you the option for as played for this. No, I picked the starters. The game selected 28 players per league. And I went through and picked the highest OBS or OPS or on base percentage. So Ron stuffed the ballot box. Yes. Oh yeah, so the Dodgers are hitting 300. So Ron stuffed the ballot box. Absolutely. It's my game, my rules. But you notice there's only one Red Sox in the starting lineup. Elliott, 350, 16 homers, and 81 RBI. Pitch from Lemon. Struck him out. He got a good morning and a good afternoon on a 2-2 curve. And that'll bring up Ralph Kiner. Kiner is certainly chasing Babe Ruth. He's at 306, 31 homers, and 88 RBI. And the Pirates still have about 75 games to go. He's got a shot. 11 deals. Slow roller to Graham makes a whip gem of a play over to first, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the second. No score from Brooklyn. So the lone Yankee to start. And let's show you the bench. Yogi Berra from the Yankees will catch. Kokos, I think, from St. Louis. Eddie Robinson, who's still alive, from the Washington Senators. Elmer Valo from the Philadelphia Athletics. Mickey Vernon will get some time at first base, maybe. He's with the Cleveland Indians. Vic Wertz from the Tigers can play some right field. Sam Chapman from Washington in center field. Bobby Doerr from the Boston Red Sox. On the bench, Hank Majeski, I forget where he plays, is at third. And Vern Stevens from the Boston Red Sox. Only time I root for the Nats is in the All-Star game. Henrik at 297, 25 homers and 75 RBI. And you notice we got Dodger uniforms for everybody. Too bad Lorenzo isn't here. He'd be happy about that. Pitch from Jones, strike 3, an 0-2 curve. Sheldon Jones has the second best whip in the National League. I meant to start... Oh, he'll come in next. But there's no standout pitcher for the National League. I'll show you. It was supposed to be Howie Pullett. But there they are. Only one 10-game winner. But Jones's whip is 1.203. It's the lowest in the rotation in the National League. Look at all the lefties. The only whip in 49 was Yule Blackwell. We'll give Gardner a quiz on who actually is on these teams later on. Jack Graham from the St. Louis Browns at 297, 15 homers and 56 RBI. Again, I went with best on-base percentage and tried to do my best to make sure that I had them balanced, but you're just not going to do that for Brooklyn. Some guy named Jay Robinson. Yeah, he was hitting 402 at the break. Pitch to Graham is a fly ball left center field. Snyder will make the catch, 2 out. Here's George Kell. George at 357, a homer and 44 RBI. Sheldon Jones cruising through that. I can't imagine he would have ever started a all-star game in real life. Ground ball to middle, Pee Wee, and that will retire the side. So, the American League 6 up, 6 down. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Not if they wanted to win. Jackie Robinson is having a year. he will never forget. He's hitting .402, 21 doubles, 11 homers, and he's driven in 71. It's a windy night here in Brooklyn. Now it's 23 from left to right. They play for the bunt. You really think I'm bunting in an all-star game, huh? Pitch to Robinson. There's a ground ball to Yost over to first, and Graham can't dig it out. Robinson's on with a single. And that'll bring up Stan Musial. Not a popular choice here. Carl Furillo also made the team. But again, there's enough Dodgers on here to make the makers of Maldito happy. Stanley at 324, 18 homers and 73 RBI. How many of these players had sons outplayed? Well, you would know more of the National Leaguers. How you doing, John? Ralph Kiner, you would know from Mets games. Jackie Robinson, obviously, you know. Stan Musial, you know. Gil Hodges, as kid, played in the majors. Ted's frozen someplace in Scottsdale, Arizona. Pitch to Musial. There's a fly ball to left. Williams will go back and make the catch, and Robinson will hold at first. One out for Snyder. There are some, obviously, that when we do the regular games, Aaron and Bob Boone's father is in this season, and Roy Smalley's father is in this season, and all that. Snyder at 290, 15 homers and 53 RBI. Wasn't that Ron Hodges for the Mets? Wasn't that Gil's kid? I thought that's why he was with the Mets, because he was Gil's kid. Pitch to Snyder. Struck him out. Oh, no relation. I didn't know that. Wow. So anyway, Lemon got him to chase look at an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. And there's 2 out. Gardner's just been paying attention. Yeah, I didn't think anybody in the starting lineups had a kid that was there except for Hodges, and I was wrong. Here's Roy Campanella, 323, 14 homers and 47 RBI. Jackie in position to steal. So we will. Runner goes, and Robinson will hold on Robinson, and Jackie's got the stolen base. No, it's Bob Lemon, and Bob and Chet. No, you'll take a look. Bob's the one on the left. That's not Chet's dad. Pitch to Campanella. Ball 4. 9 of the 18 were elected to the Hall of Fame, and this man should be in it too. Gil Hodges at 345, 12 homers and 67 RBI. How you doing, D. Scott Howard? So runners on first and second, 2 out. Pitch to Hodges is a fly ball, shallow right center. Groth rides the Schwinn, and that will retire the side. After 2, National League leave 2 on and get a hit. No score. So Aaron Robinson, Eddie Juiced, and Bob Lemon. Robinson at 291. 8 homers and 33 RBI. So the last inning here for Sheldon Jones. Here's really the National League pen. Al Brazil, Hatton, Howie Pullett, who will be the next pitcher for the National League, Munger, and Jerry Staley from the Cardinals. And their bench is pretty loaded too. Wilbur Marshall from the Giants, Johnny Mize at first from the Giants, Enos Slaughter from the Cardinals in left. The righties, there's a bunch of them. Al Dark, the shortstop from the Giants, Del Ennis from the Phillies, Carl Furillo in right field from Brooklyn, Sid Gordon, the third baseman from the Giants, Andy Semenick, the catcher from the Phillies, Bobby Thompson. Now, wouldn't it be something if Thompson hit a home run for the National League at Ebbets Field? And Red Schoendienst, the second baseman from the Cardinals. That's the bench. Pitch to Aaron Robinson is a pop-up left side. Elliott by the bullpens, and he'll make the catch for the first out. So here's Yost. Eddie at 268, 15 homers, and 49 RBI. It'd be easier if Branca was pitching for the AL. Did Ralph pitch for anybody besides the Dodgers? I know Sal Magley pitched for both the Dodgers and the Giants. Pitch to Yost. Struck him out. So a 2-2, swung on and missed. And that'll bring up Bob Lemon. Lemon at 268, 3 homers, and 6 RBI. Told you he could hit. Hit 7 on the real year. So Jones facing, well, maybe his last batter. We'll let him finish the inning. Lemon hits a fly ball to right. Musial in the corner and makes a fantastic catch against the warning track. So Jones, Branca did pitch for the Tigers and Yankees. The more you know. So Sheldon Jones indeed throws 3 no-hit innings in an all-star game. He'll bat here because he should. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, no score. So Jones at 087, but you never know. We'll let the starters bat twice before we start pulling some hitters here. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. So that's the second National League hit. Do I pinch run here? No, I think we'll let him run. Got to make sure that I have every position, so. Brings up Pee Wee Reese. He struck out his first time up. Bob Lemon, his first 9 on 31 pitches. 2+ innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. He gets into trouble. It would be Lou Boudreau who would be managing for the American League because the Cleveland Indians are the defending world champions. Pitch to Pee Wee is popped up. Yost has it for the out. 1 away for Bob Elliott, who struck out his first time up. A windy night in Brooklyn. 24 mile an hour, left to right. But still, clear skies and 33,000 in the house. Elliott, ground ball to Cal, should be 2. Pretty for 1, over to Graham, and that will retire the side. So the National League get the hit by the pitcher and leave him on. After 3, no score. So we'll tell you that Sheldon Jones threw 3 no-hit innings and struck out 2 on 36 pitches. Just in case you're wondering if the Dodgers have pitchers, yes, Preacher Rowe is available. But it will be Howie Pullett, 28 years old, the ace of the St. Louis Cardinals. Fastball pitcher at 85. And a ground ball pitcher. 9-2 on the replay with a save and an ERA of 3.17. Just happened to work out that way. Took the week off and from the replay and moved everything up. It'll be the first time since 1968 that every team plays on the same day to start the year. Pullett, 119 in the 3rd innings. 107 hits. He's just allowed 2 home runs. He's walked 37 and struck out 62. And his whip of 1.207 nearly earned him the start. Pretty's 0 for 1. Struck him out. He got him on swinging on an 84-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's Johnny Groth. No score, top of the 4th. The All-Star game from Brooklyn. There's a fly ball to right. Musial has it for the out. And there's 2 out for Ted Williams, who was 0 for 1. So, as we said, 9 of the 18 starters are Hall of Famers. but it's not pinball here at Ebbets Field. There's a base hit into right field. Musial will pick it up, and Teddy Ballgame will hold. First hit for the American League. American League, in the first years of this game, dominated. But when I was putting the National League lineup together, I mean, look at it. There isn't one player in there. The only one hitting under 300 is Duke Snider. That's pretty impressive. Here's Henrik. He struck out his first time up. There's a ground ball to Reese. He'll go to the bag himself at second, and that will retire the side. So the American League on the board. No runs, a hit, no errors. We're going to change the American League pitcher now. We go to the bottom of the fourth, no score. So here are the other American League pitchers. And it's real life stats, so I don't know. Yep, who can face a lefty, huh? Larry Doby did not make this All-Star team. He was the first American League African-American. Oh, yeah. No, the National League chose players of color, and the American League was late with that. We'll go Virgil Trucks. Virgil Trucks is 13-3 on the replay with a 2.95 ERA. Virgil's daughter is a friend of the show. Really? 149 and 2/3 innings, 114 hits, 5 homers. He's walked 74 and struck out 82. This is a joke, I'm sure, right? 32 years old, a fastball pitcher and a flyball pitcher at 91. Oh no, apparently he's not kidding. She's a friend of mine and told her about that's awesome. That's awesome. He's from the Tigers, by the way. He'll face Ralph Kiner, who's 0 for 1. I thought you were going to tell a joke. Yeah, we're down to 9 survivors now with the death of Bobby Brown from the 49 season. And what, 13 that played in the 40s, period? Pitch to Kiner. There's a fly ball to center, but Growth will go way back there, and that's gone. So Kiner has smashed one out, and it's 1-0 National League. Ralph Kiner sent that one to Queens. My goodness. The UNIVAC measured that one at 449 feet. That was well back in the upper deck. Big Clue met Virgil Truck's daughter through Baseball Fever, the website that he's a mod on, baseballfever.com. Jackie Robinson, who singled his first time up. Ralph Kiner, of course, didn't get a lot of attention. Yep, the typewriters are going now, yeah. Because he played in Pittsburgh and the Pirates weren't all that great, as the cat comes up on the bed. But that would have gotten some attention. And the newsreel cameras are a-grinding. Pitch to Robinson. Here's a line drive to Kell for the first out. So here's Musial. Stan is 0 for 1. We will pinch hit for Pullett and now for pitchers when the time comes. There's a base hit into right field. Henrik will pick it up. And Musial is going to try for 2. Henrik must have bobbled it. The throw to second, and Musial's got himself a double. So that's the 4th hit for the National League. Here's Duke Snider. He struck out his first time up. We told you the Dodgers as a team at the break are hitting 300. Into right. Henrik will make the catch. Musial will tag and bluff. 2 out for Roy Campanella, who walked his first time up. Mention the word typewriter in the Fortnite stream, and you could certainly hear a pin drop. And they'd be Googling that too, right? Google, what's a pin drop? Pitch to Campy. Got him! The home run by Kiner has the Russians looking how to make satellites. 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. We go to the 5th here in the All-Star game. It's the National League 1, the American League nothing. So Pullett will go his 2nd inning. He'll face Jack Graham, George Kell, and Aaron Robinson. And then we'll get to the start of the you'd hate to be scoring this game stuff. Graham is 0 for 1. Ground ball to first. Hodges, 1 out. So here's George Kell. George is 0 for 1. Pullett winds and deals. To short. Pee-wee with a diving stop over to first for the out. So 2 out for Aaron Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Earned the start over Yogi Berra. Pitch. Ball 4. So here's Yost. He struck out. Sheldon Jones gone the first time through. So Pullett 1 batter away, or 1 out away from finishing his 2 All-Star game innings. There's a line drive to Elliott, and that will retire the side. Wow, we are flying right through here. Halfway home in the 1949 All-Star game. It is the National League 1, the American League nothing, and we'll be back right after this. Retro Sports Network presents the 1949 All-Star Game. Live from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York. It is the American League and the National League. And tonight's game is brought to you by the Digital to Dice podcast. www.digitaltodice.com. Find us today on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Well, we got one of those things. Of course, it shrinks when you're trying to read this, but the summary is rather small, and so is the print. Ralph Kiner, a solo shot in the 4th, made a 1-0 National League, which gives Howie Pullett a potential win. Sheldon Jones didn't allow a hit. He faced 9 batters and got them all. Bob Lemon pitched well in his 3 innings. He faced 11 batters, struck out 3, and allowed 2 hits. So now, with Pullett coming to the plate on deck, we'll start to make some changes. And Virgil Trucks won't bat again. Yeah, we had a tremendous interview today. Ian Brook, who is the creator and designer of On Deck Baseball, a board game, a cards and dice game that is all fictional. And it is a tremendous game, and Dave and I are going to feature it in the future. Gil Hodges is 0 for 1. There's a base hit into right center field. Hodges will round first and hold. All right, who can hit a righty? Who do you want to see? You got Marshall and Slaughter, who are 300 hitters. Bobby Thompson, Carl Furillo. So we'll let you make the call here on who you want to see. My instinct would be to put in... I'm not sure. Kiner I want to keep in the game. I'm thinking Slaughter, because Kiner has the home run. Well, since no one's going to help, I'm going to go with Enos Slaughter. Hey, John, Brace for Life. How are you, my friend? Slaughter at 344. 5 homers and 41 RBI. He's the starting left fielder for the St. Louis Cardinals. Runner on first is Hodges. 1-0 National League on the monster bomb from Ralph Kiner. There's a ground ball to Yost. He's going to take it to the bag for second for one. Over to Graham. Does he beat it out? Yes, he does. But what an effort from Yost just to get to the bag, let alone get off a throw. And that'll bring in Pee Wee Reese. And we're not going to pinch hit for Pee Wee, at least not this time around. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's a ground ball to short. Over to Pretty for one. Back to Graham, and now they do turn it. So how about that? No runs, 1 hit, no errors. So I'm glad you're here for the second half of this game. The score, 1-0 National League. So we're going to do some double switching here. Warren Spahn will come in. No, I think I'm fine for that. We won't. And he'll bat 9th. Spahn, 10-8 on the replay with a 4.01 ERA, 159 in the third innings, 162 hits, 18 homers, 50 walks, and 71 strikeouts. Warren, 28 years old. He's a fastball pitcher and throws it at 86. Trucks, let's see, who can hit a lefty? Vern Stevens, Bobby Dorr. We could go with Vic Wertz, Eddie Robinson. John, subbed again. Thank you, my friend. That's 9 months for John. Who are we pinch hitting here? Vic Wertz it is. Actually, I'll probably will let the American League do this. So we're going to do both here. So Vic Wertz from the Tigers, 311, 8 homers and 61 RBI. Spahn deals. Ball 4. So let's pinch hit for Pretty. Jerry went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. We'll bring in Bobby Dorr from the Red Sox at 268. 11 homers and 57 RBI. There's a fly ball center field. Snyder going back there. He'll make the catch. Wertz goes back to first. Johnny Groth. Who are my options? We'll let Johnny bat again. We'll get Sam in there later on. So Groth will get a third at-bat. Runner on first. There's a line drive to Robinson, and that will be the second out. Williams, we're not going to yank. We might look the third time up, but not now. Ted has the only hit for the American League. National League had Sheldon Jones throw 3 no-hit innings. And Howie Pullet threw 2 shutout innings, and he would stand to get the win. Pitch to Williams. There's a line drive to Robinson, and that will retire the side. So, American League again goes down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th, except for that walk. National League 1, American League nothing. So Bobby Doerr slides into 1 slot. We're going to double switch for Henrik here and leave Wirtz in the game in right. And go with the Yankee. Eddie Lopat. Eddie 11-4 with a 3.87 ERA. He's 31 years old. He's a fastball pitcher and a flyball pitcher. The computer selected the rosters. I selected the lineups. Eddie's thrown 128 innings, allowed 144 hits, 10 homers. He's walked 43 and struck out 43. Bob Elliott will come out for Sid Gordon. Gordon from the Giants at 308, 22 homers, and 61 RBI. Smacks that one into left center field. Back goes Williams to the track. 2-0 National League. Well, it might be the only time you hear a Giant applauded in Brooklyn. But Sid Gordon smashed that one in the upper deck, and it's 2-0 NL. The senior circuit is doing its job. And all Williams could do was turn and watch it go. Worth, by the way, is a 7-7 in right. And Dorr is a 10 at second. And unlike modern times, when you got to rush to get everybody, or you have time to get everybody in, you got to rush to get people in here. Kiner's going to stay in the game. Ralph hit one 449 feet to the depth of dead center in the 4th to make it 1-0. Lopat deals, and there's a fly ball to left, and Williams goes back, and that ball is gone. So I think we have a serious contender for the Digital Dice Player of the Game in Ralph Kiner. That's his 2nd bomb of the game. And Eddie Lopat is none too happy. So the NL goes up 3-0. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. American League just has a hit. We'll give Jackie one more at bat. He's 1 for 2 with a stolen base. And there's a pop-up left side. Kell will make the catch, and that will retire. Well, that's the one first out. Duh. Do I let Musial bat here? I want to get Ferrillo in. We'll give Stan one more at bat. He's 1 for 2. He's got a double. So Gordon a pinch hit home run, and Kiner his 2nd. And Musial left side. Yost 2 out for Snyder. We got Bobby Thompson, but we'll let Snyder have the at-bat. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Line drive to right. Wirtz will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the National League get 2 solo shots, Sid Gordon and Ralph Kiner. As we go to the 7th, it's 3-0 National League. So Gordon, who's a 4, stays in the game at third. Bobby Thompson comes in center field. And we'll have a new battery for you. Preacher Rowe comes in for the Dodgers. And Andy Semenuk comes in for Roy Campanella. So Thompson a 9 and a 6. I will watch him opening day tomorrow. Thompson a 9 and a 6 in center with the Giants. Preacher Rowe 9 and 3 for the Dodgers, a 3.63 ERA, 109 innings, 119 hits. He's allowed 13 homers. He's walked 21 and struck out 56. He's 34 years old. Fastball pitcher and a fly ball plus pitcher at 82. Andy Semenuk, now the new catcher. He's a 6 and a 9 behind the plate. And we will certainly pinch hit for Lopat. And I think we'll go with Dick Kokos because he's not going to, because we already put in Vic Wertz in right. Kokos from the Browns, the third Brown to be in this game. He's hitting .271, 13 homers, and 51 RBI. Rowe starts the 7th. Line drive to first. Hodges is there, 1 out. We'll pinch hit Mickey Vernon. He'll stay in the game at first base. 314, 8 homers, and 42 RBI from the Cleveland Indians, who the American League has been 1 hit. There's a base hit in the left field. Past Kiner, who got a bad jump, and Vernon's on with a double. So here's George Kell. If we got another third baseman, we do. So Hank Majeski from the Philadelphia A's at 305, 13 homers, already exceeded his real-life total, and 59 RBI. So Vernon on second. The American League trying to make some noise here off Preacher Rowe in the 7th. Ground ball to Reese on the grass. Has to hurry. Majeski is safe. He beat it out. So the tying run is at the plate for Aaron Robinson. And Yogi Berra is going to pinch hit. Yogi at .262, 10 homers, and 45 RBI. And I don't need to his son played in the majors, Dale. Don't need to tell you that Yogi is with the New York Yankees. In the left field, Kiner in the corner. He'll make the catch. Vernon will tag, and the throw goes in the infield. So 2 out for Yost. And we will bring in Vern Stevens from the Red Sox. Vern. Runner retreated from third back to second. No, he went from second to third. Don't confuse me. It's late. I know it's dinner time for you. It's late here. Stevens at .281, 17 homers and 60 RBI. He is a tying run as Rowe tries to get out of the 7th unscathed. 3-0 National League. Stevens strikes out. He got him. Stretch time. 3-0. Well, we got more changes than your purse at the old arcade. Let's start in center field. Sam Chapman will come in there and bat second. It'll be Ted Gray, and he will bat in the 4 hole. I'll tell you about Ted in a second. Mickey Vernon stays in the game at first. He's a 10. Vern Stevens stays in at short. Majeski is at third. He's a 6. And Yogi Berra is a 10 and a 10 behind the plate. So Ted Gray is 7-5 with a 3.11 ERA. He's made 2 saves, 89 2/3 innings, 78 hits, 4 homers, 45 walks, 48 strikeouts. We'll put the AL back in control of the computer. So it's Williams, Sam Chapman now in center as an 8 and a 7, and Wirtz from the Tigers in the outfield. Majeski from the A's at third. Stevens and Dorr from the Red Sox at short and second. And Vernon with the V from Cleveland at first. I'm trying to make sure that I've got... and Carl Ferrillo will pinch hit and play right field. Carl, the last Dodger... 320, 15 homers, and 85 RBI on this 12th of July. 3-0 National League. Pitch from Gray. Struck him out. He got him to swing and a miss on an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. So Hodges will come out for crosstown rival Johnny Mize. Johnny at 286. 13 homers and 48 RBI. Regular season, by the way, restarts on Tuesday at lunch, and we'll pick up right from the start of the second half of the season. So 49 in the full swing as we have regular season baseball in real life on April 1st. Pitch to Mize as a ground ball base hit past Dorr. And that is the 8th National League hit. So here's Andy Semenick from the Phillies. And they've had a pretty good first half, hitting .288. He has 20 home runs and has driven in 48. There's more kapow in this National League lineup than the sitting in all of Los Alamos. Mize on first. Pitch to Semenick. Struck him out. He got him swinging on an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. And we'll sit Pee-wee. Al Dart from the Giants at 305, 4 homers, and 40 RBI. 2 out, bottom of the 7th, National League up 3-0. By the way, we talked about earlier about this being before real-life opening day. This will wake up Gardner. The NHL used to play their All-Star game in the preseason. You imagine that? You've been off all summer. And even if you're playing with another team, you go put on a uniform of your old team before the season starts in an all-star game. Right out of camp. Pitch to Dark is a base hit up the middle. Goes all the way to the wall. Dark's got himself a double. Mize will hold at third. And here's Sid Gordon, who had that shot to left center off the bunting on the facing of the second deck. Pitch to Sid. Ball 4. So Gray has him loaded. And look who's coming up. Ralph Kiner, who has hit 2 solo shots. The one in the 4th traveled 450 feet. And the one in the left put a dent in the upper deck. Gray deals. Popped up right side. Door and Vernon. And that's Vernon. And that will retire the side. We go to the 8th inning. The National League had no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They strand 2 more. 2 more innings left. 3-0 NL. So what did I say? I want Furillo and Wright. Mize at first. Dark at short. And the pitcher will bat the 5th spot, whoever that is. And it's going to be Jerry Staley from the Cardinals, who is 7-5 with 2 saves and an ERA of 3.44. Staley, 28 years old, fastball pitcher at 85 and a ground ball pitcher. 89 innings, 92 hits. He's allowed 7 homers, walked 18, and struck out 27. Wirtz walked his first time up. American League needs some runs. Ball 4. Staley, by the way, with the Cardinals. Didn't like the call. Don't argue a call in an all-star game. Here's Bobby Doerr. Bobby's 0 for 1. There's a fly ball to left. Kiner has it for the out. Wirtz goes back to first. Here's Chapman. Sam came in as a defensive replacement, hitting .252, 11 homers, and 54 RBI. Can you? Yes, actually what happens, let me go on camera for this. If you're watching on your 60-inch big screen, I'm sorry. At any point in the season, you can have the game create all-star rosters for you. And I think, although I didn't see any Chicago White Sox in the game, you might be able to specify to have someone from every team. And so when I got to finish the first half and create the all-star games, I had to tell it where to play the game and create the game in the schedule, which isn't that difficult, and then change the name from All-Stars to American, and added the rosters or added the logos and the uniforms and all that. But yes, you can specify to the game. It plays it as a regularly scheduled game, but it won't count in the standings or in the statistics. So what you do under, I'll show you after the game. So we get back to it with Sam Chapman at the plate. Chapman, did I read you his numbers? 252, 11, and 54? Oh, I did now. Wirtz on first, 1 out, top of the 8th. Staley deals, and there's a ground ball to Dark. Robinson for 1, over to Mize, and that should be and is 2. So I got to take out Ted Gray as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. American League, no runs, no hits. They get the double play against them. Bottom of the 8th. It's still 3-0 National League. So Ted Gray will come out. We'll go with Vic Raschi of the Yankees. And if I got to pull anybody else out? No, I'll let Williams bat. Raschi 9-7 with a 4.46 ERA and 149 in the 3rd innings. He's allowed 156 hits. 11 homers, 62 walks, and 70 strikeouts. He's 30 years old. Fastball pitcher, 85. Robinson will stay in the game. He's 1 for 3. A pinch hitter and Bobby Thompson to follow. There's a shot in the left field. Back goes Williams. He'll make the catch. 1 out. And we got 3 choices here. So who can hit a righty? Well, they all can. You're in an all-star game, for goodness sakes. We're going to go with Del Ennis. Ennis from the Phillies at 307, 12 homers and 61 RBI. Rashi deals. Struck him out. 2-2 outside on the black. And that'll bring up Bobby Thompson. 289, 15 homers, and 73 RBI. You just aren't going to... So many pitchers are picked, and you just aren't going to use them all. Ground ball foul, third base side. Williams, a pinch hitter, and Vernon for the American League in the 9th. Pitch to Thompson. To third, Majeski, and that will retire the side. So we go to the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 8, 3-0 National League. So there just really aren't any good options to pitch to Ted Williams. So we'll go with the Cardinals' Red Bunger, who is 8-3 with a 4.06 ERA. 108 2/3 innings, 99 hits, 4 homers. He's walked 50 and struck out 61. I didn't see any Cubs or Reds in this game either. Munger is 30, a fastball pitcher at 86. Williams has one of the 3 hits from the American League. And this technically would be a save. Ball 4. We will take no chances here and go with, it's a righty. Gonna go with Eddie Robinson. Eddie's still with us, doing a podcast at 100 years old. Hit 282 on the replay so far, 11 homers and 52 RBI for the Washington Senators. Munger delivers. Base hit left field. Kiner will pick it up. Williams goes to third, and all of a sudden the tying run is on for Mickey Vernon. Mickey doubled his first time up. That's only the 4th hit. Let's see, midlife crisis. Been in an all-star game YouTube hole the last few days. They mentioned on the broadcast, what year was this? That Seaver was throwing 96, Tanana 95 on the jugs. They were humping it up there. Oh, sure, because they do it on pitchers that leave it out of their hand, 100 and 101. So I'm taking 78, 79, somewhere in there, sir. Runners on the corners. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo in the corner makes the catch. Williams will tag and score. And we will throw it in. So the American League gets on the board. 1 out, 3-1. Majeski singled his first time up. So 1 out. Started with, oh, you just watched 77 today. Nice, yeah, there's a channel there that has all sorts of stuff that MLB Baseball doesn't want you to see. Shh. Pitch to Majeski. There's a ground ball to Gordon. Robinson for 1, and to Mize, and that'll do it. Yeah, you need them for extra innings. You won't get it here. The National League defend the honor of the borough of Brooklyn. They win this one 3-1. Imagine that for a score sheet. 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors for the National League. The American League were held to 4 hits. And Ralph Kiner, who went 2 for 4 with 2 solo shots, is your MVP. I mean, we used 5 pitchers for the American League. 1, 2, 3, and 6 for the National League. So Pollitt gets the win. Jones threw 3 no-hit innings. And Trucks, who gave up the homer to Kiner, that's still in orbit, takes a loss. Hey, my pleasure. So let's show you first some standings, because you guys have been patient. So here are the standings at the break. The Cardinals by 3 over the Dodgers, 7.5 over Boston, 8.5 over Philly. The Yankees 6.5 over Cleveland. I think they're just going to roll with it. The Senators fall to 8.5. The Tigers 9.5. And the Red Sox are 14 back. Now, to make an all-star game, you can't see this, but the mouse is unorganized. And I'll see if this actually pops up on the screen or not. Yep. And you just go down to create all-star teams. I won't do it again, but that's how easy it is. And then you just kind of set things from there. So, we restart this replay on Tuesday with the second half. And we hope to actually get some pennant races. Maybe somebody can get the Yankees. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great night, everybody. The winner of the All-Star Game, the National League 3, the American League 1. Good night from Brooklyn.